You know, the beauty of Charleston and Low Country as a whole is often a top pick for filmmakers, and this fall another film will set stage right here. Brad Jane and Doug Cooper are here to tell us all about Warrior Road. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Sounds like a great project. Tell us what Warrior Road's all about.
Warrior Road is a film that is a coming-of-age story about three young guys from the outskirts of Charleston. They rob a rural juke joint, flee up the coast to Myrtle Beach, get in some trouble, but for one of the three guys, it's a challenge to overcome a painful past and really find himself in sort of a transformational story from a timid, scared boy to a spiritual warrior and a strong man.
Wow. Now, this is a full-length feature film that's going to be coming out?
It is, yes, and Brad wrote the script and will be directing it, and Brad's an incredible visual storyteller.
Yeah,
so.
Brad, what is it about the Low Country right here in Charleston that produces such gripping stories and a great backdrop for films like this?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, obviously it's very beautiful, and that sort of landscape can inspire a lot of stories, but for me and for us, it's also home. And, you know, I think any strong story, you know, just comes from your own background, your own sort of truth, and so it just makes total sense for us to shoot it in the place where we're from. Not to mention the fact that there's tons of other stories that this region represents that are right for the telling. This is just the first one.
Absolutely. And Charliewood Pictures, tell us about that and how it's helping out with the film.
Charliewood, they are a local production company, and they were formed to find, fund, and produce films by South Carolina filmmakers. And they took on Warrior Road as their first project, which we're thrilled about. I mean, Dennis Gallagher, the entrepreneur who founded Charliewood, his team has been phenomenal. And you know, their mission is to create films that inspire the mind, spirit, and imagination. And we feel that Warrior Road, with Charliewood's help, will be a big hit. Yeah.
So where are we in the process right now? You guys still shooting? Or is it kind of in post right now?
We actually have not started. We just brought in a casting director from Los Angeles, as well as a regional casting director here. And Brad can...
Yeah, we'll be shooting in September and October in Charleston.
Yeah.
A few days in Myrtle Beach or Garden City, because about a third of the film takes place there. But we're going to shoot a lot of the beaches and boardwalks in Myrtle Beach here in Charleston.
And fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's a mother movie that you guys came out with, kind of partnered with and produced. Tell us about this film as well.
This is The Song of Pumpkin Brown that Brad wrote and directed.
Yeah, this is a short film that I actually produced with the South Carolina Film Commission, and also Quentin Baxter, who a lot of people probably know is a legendary Charleston jazz musician.
Absolutely.
And then Jack McCrae. It's a narrative on Jenkins Orphanage. So it's about a 25-minute piece. It's made the rounds at the film festival circuit. It was actually installed at the American Jazz Museum. It was a great way to tell another Charleston story, that one in the short film format. Now we're moving on to features.
And what's the difference between doing a short film like that and a feature?
I mean, budget and time, just for starters. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about 20 minutes versus 90 minutes, it just changes the game entirely. But you know, what the short films really function as a filmmaker's practice. You know, I mean, it's hard to just go out and make a feature as your first project. You want to have some experience about how to tell a story cinematically. That's what short films have done for a lot of filmmakers, including myself. And again, like I said, now we're ready to do a feature.
Absolutely. Well, we're so excited to have another feature film based right here in the Low Country. If people want to keep up to date on progress with this film or any other work, what can they do? There's a Facebook page?
Mm-hmm.
There is, yes. Facebook.com/Warrior Road is how they can keep up with,
And actually what we're doing with this project is we're creating an interactive documentary, a behind the scenes making of real-time process of how we're making it. So, we're going to have all our casting updates, all our production updates on Warrior Road. It's an opportunity for people who ever wanted to make an independent film to join us on the journey. And it all revolve around a series of webisodes. You saw a couple of camera guys that are shooting this appearance. They'll be launching in July. We'll have 10 episodes about the whole process. And then again, the interactive element where you're going to hear about what we're doing and what's going on with the project real time, all the tribulations, all the joys.
Well, sounds great. Brad and Doug, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you being here.
All right.
Good luck
with
the film.
Appreciate it.
All right. Stay with us. We're back in a moment with the Charleston Animal Society. Stay with us.